Hello students, from the following trial balance, prepare balance sheet of Star Limited for the year ending 31st March 2018 as per Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Equity share capital, preference share capital, reserves and surplus, sales, other non-current liabilities, tangible assets, intangible assets, salaries, printing and stationery, rent, purchases, trade receivables. And the total of debit and credit is 15 lakhs. So students, this time they have given us a trial balance. And from the trial balance, we need to prepare the balance sheet of Star Limited for the year ending 31st March 2018. So to begin with, we have equity shares and preference shares. So that means this will come under the heading Shareholders Fund, subhead Share Capital, for which we will prepare note to accounts. Reserves and surplus, again this is covered under Shareholders Funds. We will write the amount directly. Sales, we have salaries, printing and stationery, rent, purchases. So what are these items? These are the things which are concerned with the statement of profit and loss. So what do we need to prepare? Note number 2, statement of profit and loss. Sales is treated as revenue from operations. We will find out the total revenue minus the expenses. So what are the expenses? Salaries are being treated as employee benefit expenses. Printing and stationery along with rent, both are treated as other expenses. And then we have purchases, what we call it as stock in trade. So taking all these items, we will find out from the statement of profit and loss, are we going to get profit or loss? Either of it, we will reduce the profit or the loss, whatever that we get, whether the profit or the loss will be deducted from the reserves and surplus. Next, we have other non-current liabilities. So other non-current liabilities will come under non-current liabilities. We will write the amount directly. Tangible, intangible. Again, both the information we will write it directly under fixed assets. And the last one being trade receivables. So trade receivables will be written under current assets. Students, let's prepare the solution for Star Limited balance sheet as of 31st March 2018. So the first item over here is equity and liabilities. So first we have shareholders funds, followed by share capital. In the question there is mentioning about equity shares and preference shares. Hence we will prepare note number 1 for share capital. Equity share capital 2 lakh. Preference share capital 3 lakh. Total 5 lakh. So note number 1, write 5 lakh in the amount column. The second one is reserves and surplus. Information is given directly, rupees 3 lakh. Next we have non-current liabilities. So in the question they are mentioned about other non-current liabilities. So write it as other long-term liabilities. Under this we have other current liabilities amounting to rupees 2 lakh. No need to prepare note to accounts. The next item being current liabilities. There is no mentioning about current liabilities, so we will leave it as nil. Let's do the total of equity and liability. 5 lakh plus 3 lakh plus 2 lakh will give us 10 lakh rupees. Now coming to the second part of the balance sheet, that is assets. Now under assets, the first category is non-current assets. Under that, fixed assets, tangible assets, amount rupees 4 lakh given in the question directly. Intangible assets 2,50,000, again information given directly. Let's do the next part. Current assets. Under current assets we have trade receivables 3,50,000. Now we have other information. We will call this as statement of profit and loss. Mention it as note number 2. Sales information is being given in the trial balance, that is 5 lakh rupees. Sales is considered as revenue from operation. Therefore, let's take up the total, which is 5 lakh. Expenses are being given in the form of purchases, which is rupees 3 lakh. Employee benefit expenses is nothing but the salary given in the trial balance, which is rupees 90,000. Other expenses is given in the form of printing and stationery rent. Printing and stationery amount is 30,000. Rent amount is 80,000. So both if you add together, we will get 1,10,000. So let's do the total of expenses. 3 lakh, 3,90,000, 4,90,000. The total is plus 10,000. We will get 5 lakh rupees. So what do we do normally? That is total revenue minus expenses. So I will call this as A and this as B. So A minus B, what do we get? 5 lakh minus 5 lakh, the answer is nil. So that means when we are preparing reserves and surplus, this amount stands 0. So there is nothing for us to reduce from 3 lakh. Back to the total of assets. Over here, 4 lakh plus 2,50,000 plus 3,50,000. The total is equal to equity and liabilities. So that's it with the solution, students. Thank you.